guys, welcome back to the Gregorio Girls channel. My name's Seanna and today we have a video on the Jaclyn Hill Vault palette. We are super excited to be doing these videos, so we're going to do two videos. So this video is going to be like part one of our two video kind of series, if you even want to call it that. So I'm going to be doing two looks in this video. I'm going to do one with the Dark Magic palette and then one with the Armed and Gorgeous palette. And then Devin will also be doing like part two of it, where she'll be doing a look with the Ring the Alarm palette and with the Bling Boss palette. So I'm sure you already saw them, but this is the Dark Magic palette and this is the Armed and Gorgeous palette. So I'm not going to do any swatches. I feel like by the time I post this video, you guys have probably seen like 100,000 swatch and review videos. So I just wanted to get out some tutorials. So that's what we'll really focus on. Before we get started, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, like this video, and follow us both on Instagram. I'm at Seanna Gregs and Devin is at DevDevGregs. And with that, I will stop talking. Let's just get right into the video. Okay, so first we're going to start with the Dark Magic palette. So I'm sure you all have seen this before, but here's what it looks like. I was super excited for this palette specifically because I feel like I don't have too many eyeshadow palettes with these colors in it. The other ones are beautiful and I can't wait to try them. I feel like I have a decent amount of the tones in those palettes across all of my eyeshadow palette collection, if that makes sense. But I feel like I don't see too many like blues and greens, so I am super excited for this one. So to start off, I'm going to dip into Poof and just work that right through my crease. Alright, so I figured I should zoom you in a little bit more just so you can see what the heck I'm doing. So just working that through my crease. It doesn't really show up on me. I think it's, you know, pretty similar to my skin color. But we're just going to lay it down just so we have something that the other transition shades can just kind of blend on. And then next I'm going to dip into right here. It's like so funny to say without being like shh. Alright, and I'm going to go ahead and just work that right up in my crease as well. Now I think I want to do a cut crease, so again, especially for my eye shape, I'm going to take my transition colors pretty high because of course I want them to be seen once I cut my crease with concealer. So depending on your eye shape, you definitely want to make sure you're bringing your shadows pretty high up. So next, let's just dip into Busted. Again, this is going in our crease. Because I'm doing a cut crease, I just want to blend as many colors and just build as much of a gradient in my crease as possible. And then I'm just going to go back around with the brush that I used for that brown shade that we put down, and then really just like make sure the lines are nice and well blended. And I have a look in my head, so this is either going to be like really pretty at the end or really ugly. I always get like so afraid in the middle of eyeshadow looks because sometimes, like, you know, I'm looking at this and I'm like, oh shit. And you just kind of keep going through them, and then at the end you're like, okay, that turned out really well, like once you have your lashes on and everything's done. But sometimes like in the middle of doing my eyeshadow, I'm like, what the hell am I doing? Like, what is this look? Okay, so next I'm going to take a little bit of Inside Job, again, just to deepen my crease. So it is very pigmented, so just make sure you take a little bit. I probably should have not taken that much. I get so nervous with color because I'm more of a neutrals or like a warm toned type of girl. So when I'm working with like blues and greens, I'm like, I'm going to screw it up, I'm going to screw it up, I'm going to screw it up. I guess that's what makeup's for, just like experimenting. So I guess we'll see. You should see by like the beginning of this video if this look is beautiful or if it's just complete and utter shit. So we'll see. So I switched my brush for that. I was using the Morphe M433 brush, and then I switched to the M513. And I just wanted like more of that tapered point right there because I want this to be a little bit tighter in my crease. So I just focused it really right on the tip of this brush so it could get right in there. So if you're having trouble blending and getting your color in that precise spot, you definitely want to get something that's a little bit more tapered to a point to kind of get in there instead of having it blend all the way up your eyeball. All right, so we are ready to cut our crease. So I'm gonna go ahead and take some Tarte Shape Tape, and then I'm gonna take that on my favorite cut crease brush. This is the Morphe M213 brush. I mentioned this brush before, but I just thought I would re-mention it in case you're looking to try out the cut crease life and you need a good brush for it. I highly recommend this one. All right, so I'm just gonna start right at my inner corner and just do little strokes and cut my crease. I'm not gonna talk too much as I do this because I don't wanna screw it up. So we're gonna wait for our concealer just to set a little bit before we put the eyeshadow on top of it, but the color that I'm going to go in with is the color Power Cut right here. Grab some of that on my brush and stamp it right over where we placed that concealer. Okay, and then just to make it like a little bit shinier and be a little bit more reflective, I am going to take some on my brush and just spray it with some setting spray just to make it a little bit more metallic, and just pop a layer of that right over my eye, just again to make it a little bit more reflective, a little bit more metallic, have a little bit more pizzazz. All right, and then I'm gonna dip into Busted again, just on a regular shadow brush, and just start blending that on the outer, or I guess not blending, more like packing that on the outer corner just to kind of blend over that line of concealer. These shadows are really pigmented, as I'm sure you can see. And if you have the palette, as I'm sure you know. So if you are doing this look, especially with these blues and greens, definitely do your eyes first. For the purposes of this video, I didn't want it to be too long. I just kind of wanted to focus on the eyeshadow palettes and using them themselves. So I have my base done already, but I am getting some fallout. Again, doesn't bother me, never really does, because the shadows are so pigmented, it's to be expected. And then next, going in again with Inside Job, and packing that on the very outer corner, again, just to deepen our look and blend it all together. So next I'm gonna go back into and smoke that on my lash line. It's so funny like doing these looks because I feel like every look that I do and like the makeup that I like is just more wearable. Like I never really do these dramatic looks. I know that there's like so many people that I follow on Instagram who are like cut crease queens and they use like so many bold colors and they just like do really awesome looks, but that's just like not my... That's just like not really what I do, not my forte or whatever. I tend to like really wearable and like easy looks, honestly. So it is kind of fun to like step outside of my comfort zone and do something like this that's like a blue and silver cool tone cut crease. Like it's just like, wow, I never do this. Alright, and then next I'm going to take Busted and smoke that along my lower lash line as well. And then of course just finishing up with Inside Job. I'm going to take that on my Morphe M432 brush and just smoke that really tight along my lash line. Alright, wow, so I kind of feel like a Disney villain in this look. I don't know why. I guess because it's just so like dark and smoky. I'm gonna curl my eyelashes and then pop on some of my Voluminous Million Lashes mascara to prep for false lashes. We're obviously gonna need some big dramatic false lashes for this look because it's a lot. And for lashes today, I'm going to use the 99 Winks lashes in this style Elegant Eve. I know they're kind of like falling all over the place because I already wore them, but just some nice fluttery dramatic lashes. And to finish off this look, I used the Kylie Cosmetics liquid lipstick in the shade Birthday Suit. Okay, so that was it for this look with the Dark Magic palette. Now let's move on to the look that I did with the Armed and Gorgeous palette. Alright, so the first shade I'm going to go in with is Access, and that's just going to be my first transition shade. And I figure we'll keep this look pretty nice and simple since the last one was super dramatic. And bold, we'll keep this nice and like soft and wearable. And then next I want to go in with Agent. Again, just right in our crease, right where we put excess. I'm going to take some Guilt Trip, take some of that on just a regular shadow brush, and grab some of my Milani Make It Last setting spray and just spray that and put that all over my lid. And I'm going to mix some of Agent and some of Secure just on a pencil brush. This is the Morphe E18 brush. And sweep that right along my lash line and really blow that out. And I'm just going to take a little bit of Agent just to deepen the outer corner of my eye. And then I think just a little bit of Smooth Criminal just to deepen that a little bit more. And then next I'm going to curl my lashes and apply some mascara so I can prep for my false lashes. And for mascara, I did use the same mascara that I used in the previous look. It's the L'Oreal Voluminous Million Lashes Mascara. And then for lashes today, I'm going to use the Kiss lashes in the style 11. This is quickly becoming one of my, if not my most favorite, drugstore lash. And then just to brighten my inner corner, I'm going to dip into VIP. Just pop that in there for some extra brightness. And then to finish up for lips, I used my favorite. This is the Rimmel Stay Matte Liquid Lip in the shade Mocha. Alright guys, and that is it for this look and for this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. I feel like I did two looks that I don't normally do. Like, I don't normally use a whole lot of blues and cool tones, and I normally don't use a whole lot of yellow. I use a lot of gold, but I feel like this gold in particular is very yellow gold, if that makes sense, if you know what I mean there. Instead of like champagne-y or a little bit more muted and neutral, I feel like it's a very bright yellow, which I don't normally wear on my eyes. I did have a lot of fun creating these looks because, again, they are kind of a little outside of my comfort zone. Like I said in the beginning of the video, Devin will be doing a part 2 kind of to our videos with the Jaclyn Hill Vault, where she will be doing a look with the Ring the Alarm palette and the Bling Boss palette, so make sure you look out for that. Before you leave, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. We typically post every Sunday night. I think this video is probably going to go up some random time in the week. Also, don't forget to like this video and click that little notification bell. That's just going to let you know when Devin or I have posted a new video. Also, don't forget to follow us on Instagram. I'm at Seanna Greggs and Devin is at DevDevGreggs. And with that, we will see you in our next video.